Hours ago, Iran launched a missile operation against U.S. bases in Qatar. The move is an apparent response to U.S. military strikes on Iranian nuclear facilities over the weekend. House leaders responded to the weekend bombing order and today's retaliation.
He was also very clear that the threat of Iran obtaining nuclear capability is a threat not just to Israel and the Middle East, but to the United States as well.
We've seen no evidence to date that an offensive strike of this nature was justified under the War Powers Act or the Constitution.
Nearly 10,000 troops there are now sheltering in place. Right now, the U.S. says no casualties were reported. The move follows Saturday's strike on 3 Iranian nuclear facilities. Secretary of State Pete Hegseth emphasized the operation did not target Iranian troops or the Iranian people. News of the strike sparked emotions here in central Georgia. Some folks say they're concerned about what could come next. Others are pushing for the U.S. to get involved.
My thing is, any countries whose slogan is death to America, they shouldn't be allowed to have nuclear weapons, no way. So that's my thing. I think it's a good thing that he disarmed them from having nuclear weapons.
Army veteran Charlton Harris says America needed to bomb Iran because any country with nuclear weapons, as you heard him say, is a threat. He also says he's not worried about the U.S. going to war. He says the problem is more between Iran and Israel than the U.S. Terry Mullins disagrees. She says she is a Christian who thinks the U.S. shouldn't be bombing anyone, and she worries about the future of the country for her grandkids.
Definitely. I just want us all to be safe and to be able to live our lives the way we want to.
We also talked with a Central Georgia therapist on how you can deal with stressful news during uncertain times. We'll hear their advice tonight at 6. After the U.S. attack on Iran, their Army chief warned the U.S. would receive a, quote, firm response. President Trump has signaled he's still interested in diplomacy, but warned there could be further action if Iran targeted the U.S. Today, Iran said it dropped the same number of bombs the U.S. dropped Saturday, which could signal a desire on Iran's part to de-escalate. The conflict in the Middle East has sent oil prices into uncertain territory. Officials say there could be a little bit of pain at the pump this summer. Iran is a top 10 oil producer. It could take control of the Strait of Hormuz. That's where nearly 30% of the world's oil is moved through. If Iran blocks the strait, it could send oil prices higher. Most analysts expect the current trend to translate into a 5 or 10% increase at the pump, which would put the national average right around $3.50. The good news, prices could drop just as quickly if tensions in the Middle East start to cool off.